The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Jennifer stepped forward, her boots echoing against the crystalline floor. Beside her, Alex clutched the datapad containing humanity's final petition, their last chance to prove Earth deserved a seat among the stars. Empress Velshara of the Corvathi Empire towered over them both, her iridescent scales catching the light of 3 distant suns streaming through the view. Her species had ruled this sector for millennia, and her word could elevate or extinguish civilizations with a single decree. Humans, the Empress began, her voice resonating through the translation implants. You have traveled far to plead your case. But understand this: 700 species have come before us. Only 43 have proven worthy of ascension. Jennifer felt Alex tense beside her. They had prepared for this moment for 3 years. Ever since first contact had revealed humanity's embarrassing position in the cosmic hierarchy. Humans were considered primitive, their technology laughable, their biology fragile. The fact that they still required sleep was particularly amusing to species who had evolved beyond such inefficiency. Your Radiance, Jennifer said, bowing as protocol demanded, we don't claim to match your technological marvels or your ancient wisdom, but we believe humanity offers something unique. Velshara's triple-lidded eyes narrowed. Uniqueness is not inherently valuable. Ambassador, the Troll claimed uniqueness. Their homeworld is now a mining operation. Alex stepped forward, activating the holographic display. What if we could solve the Vorath problem? The chamber erupted in chittering, clicking, and electromagnetic pulses, the varied sounds of alien skepticism. The Vorath were a parasitic species that had decimated 12 civilizations in the past century. They adapted to every weapon, every defense, every strategy within hours. The Galactic Council had quarantined 3 entire systems because of them. Impossible, Velshara said flatly. Our greatest minds have been thinking like immortals, Jennifer interrupted, immediately regretting her boldness. But she pressed on, Your Radiance, you've evolved past sleep, past dreaming, past the apparent inefficiency of an unconscious mind. But what if that's exactly what's needed? She nodded to Alex, who brought up the research data. Humans spend roughly 1/3 of our lives asleep. During REM sleep, our minds create scenarios, solve problems laterally, make connections our conscious minds miss. We don't just rest, we simulate. Dreams, Velshara said dismissively. Random neural firing. That's what we thought too, Alex said, until we studied the Vorath attack patterns. They're predictable to a dreaming mind. Our subconscious recognizes patterns your logical systems can't process because they're not entirely logical. They're intuitive. Jennifer activated the next display. We took your data on Vorath movements and fed it to 50 human subjects before sleep. We didn't tell them what they were looking at, just showed them the patterns. 37 of them dreamed variations of the same thing. Water flowing around obstacles, finding weaknesses, exploiting cracks. The Vorath don't think like conquerors, Alex continued. They think like water, and the human subconscious understands water. Velshara descended from her throne, her massive form gliding across the floor. She stopped directly before Jennifer, so close that Jennifer could feel the heat radiating from her scales. You're saying your primitive need for sleep, the very thing we've mocked you, for is actually an advantage, not just sleep. Your Radiance, Jennifer said, meeting those ancient eyes. It's our limitations. We die young by your standards, so we innovate faster. We feel pain, so we're creative about avoiding it. We dream because our conscious minds can't hold everything, and in that chaos, we find solutions that pure logic misses. The Empress was silent for a long moment. Then she did something that shocked everyone in the chamber. She laughed. It was a sound like thunder rolling through crystal caves. I have lived for 9,000 of your years, Velshara said. I have conquered worlds and unified systems. I have not slept in 7 millennia. She leaned closer to Jennifer, her voice dropping to a whisper that still carried through the chamber. I want you in my bed tonight, human. The chamber exploded in chaos. Alex grabbed Jennifer's arm, ready to defend her, but the Empress raised a hand for silence. Not like that, impulsive ones, she said, amusement in her tone. I want to understand this sleep you speak of. I want to observe how your minds work when they surrender control. If you can truly help us defeat the Vorath, then I must understand your methods. She straightened to her full height. Ambassador Jennifer will remain as my guest. Alex, you will work with our military strategists to apply your dream research to our tactical computers. Your Radiance, Jennifer said carefully, you want to learn to sleep. No, Velshara said. I want to learn to dream. For 9,000 years, I have thought myself superior because I evolved beyond such needs. Perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps true wisdom is knowing when efficiency becomes limitation. 3 weeks later, the Vorath encountered a Galactic Council fleet employing new tactics that didn't follow any logical pattern, that shifted like water, that anticipated responses in ways that seemed almost like intuition. The Vorath couldn't adapt. For the first time in a century, they retreated. In the Empress's chambers, Jennifer watched Velshara in a specially designed stasis pod, her first attempt at voluntary sleep in 7 millennia. Beside her, Alex reviewed the data scrolling across their screens. "We did it," Alex whispered. "Humanity has a seat at the table." Jennifer nodded, but her eyes remained on the sleeping Empress. "We didn't just get a seat, Alex. We taught them something they'd forgotten, that weakness can be strength, that limitations can be advantages, and that sometimes the most advanced thing you can do is admit you still have something to learn." On the view screen behind them, Earth rotated peacefully, no longer a primitive backwater, but a world whose dreams had changed the galaxy.